Well, ever since I can remember, I used to ask myself one question: why am I here and what's my purpose? I would think possibly a lot of us have asked ourselves that over the years. But I was about 5 and I'd spend break times at school looking up into the sky, hoping to see something. I couldn't understand why I'd got this question going around in my head from as young as I could remember. I knew I was alive for a reason, but I didn't know what that reason was or how I was going to find out. Not until a few years ago, it wasn't until a few years ago that I truly found God, and he started to show me things and reveal things to me, bit by bit. That's how he does it. He doesn't give you the whole thing because it's that great and awesome that we couldn't comprehend it, we couldn't. And that's why he builds us. He gives us steps, and we build up our faith and walk it through. For many, many years, I believed that I was, as great as these jobs are, but a wife and a mother, and that was it. I believed all the lies that Satan told me. I believed that at times I was worthless, useless, not needed. I felt about this big as I started to believe everything, all those lies, because they'd come as thoughts and I'd receive them, and then because I received them, that's all that I would see. I started to see through wrong eyes. I started to see the lies and nothing else. And also he would tell me constantly that I don't know anything, I don't know enough to be able to give out to others. But they're just lies, and it's not biblically true either. So the list of lies goes on, but I realised that believing those lies was calling God a liar, and furthermore, I was giving up my salvation. I was giving up what Jesus had died to give me. I was saying, no, I'm choosing to believe these lies. I'm letting them rule, and I'm letting them have control, and that's it. But believing what God says might be harder, might be more difficult. But you know what? It's so much more worth it in the end to know how loved you are. Amen. To know that it's not about you. But I'll get more onto that later. I hadn't realised at the time that I'd been believing these lies, that I'd been walking out and seeing myself differently. I didn't even have a clue. Didn't have a clue. I just thought that's how I was. And obviously what people had spoken over me as I was growing up as well, that the things, you know, at school as well, you don't realise the power of the words, of the things that are spoken over you. And this is exactly what Satan's plan is, to stop us from growing in God. He wants us to see us. He wants us to see ourselves in this little confined box. We might be able to do that. Could be a penguin, but you can't really take more than one step forward, you can't take one step back. You're in this box. He wants you confined so you can't stretch your arms out in freedom. He wants you bound, he wants you a captive, he wants you not to move, because he knows that when you step out of that box, when you enter into that freedom, yeah, he doesn't want to mess with you then, because we have the truth then, and we can fight him with those swords, with our swords, fight him with the tools that he's given us. His word are weapons. His word is the only thing that will cut through those lies.